Hello guys, welcome to the session, and today we are going to discuss about the networking rack. You can see this is the rack which we see everywhere, which is going to be used for the networking. So you guys can see here, right? We are going to like connect our router, our switches, right? Our firewalls, our servers in networking rack. So how basically this rack is going to look like, and how you can just deploy your network devices there. So I have seen many engineers keep complaining to me, sir, I don't know how to rack is going to look like, how we can deploy the devices in the rack. And what is a single RU, two RU? So probably we see that devices are coming with the one RU, right? And two RU. Some are basically three RU and the four RU. So what does means this RU, right? So RU stands for the rack unit. So you can see, like, let me show you. So let me just delete this one. So you can see this is the one of the device. Might be this is the firewall, right? You can see. So this firewall is going to use some space here. You can see this is going to use some space. This is known as the RU, rack unit, right? So some devices are very small. So in some of the width, right? So they are basically going to come as a one RU. That is a one rack unit. Some devices might be, you can see this is the one screen devices. You can see. So this is not a one RU. It is going to utilize lot of like space of the rack. So this probably going to be your 4 RU or might be the 8 RU. So these are going to known as the rack units. So you can just connect the very width devices here in this particular rack. Now you can see in this rack we have the different components. Let me show you. So if I just maximize this, let me close this one. So if I just going to maximize this, you can see. So some devices are very big. You can see this is the one of the device. This is very big. This is again patch panel. You can see this is again a very big device. So they are going to use the more rack unit, right? So why I am showing this? Because you can see the 3D view of this particular rack. You can see the back side of this particular rack, and in this back panel you can see we have the some kind of the spacing, and devices actually they are going to consume some space. See, these devices are going to consume that much space. This device is going to consume that much space. Still we have the lot of space are there. So you have to understand how the device is going to look like and how the rack unit is going to be look like. Now if I'm going to back side of this particular rack, so let me show you the back panel. So see, let me show you the back panel. Sorry, let me just give me 1 minute, guys. Yeah, so you can see this is the back panel. So if I'm going there, you can see here. So this is the back panel, and in this, see, all the back side of devices are going to see here in this particular back panel. So whatever devices are connected, you can see in the back side, and you can see the power sources also. In this is the power source where you can connect the powers. You can give the rack power, and based on this rack power, these devices are going to basically get the power. So further, you can distribute the power from the front panel to these devices, so they are going to get the power as well. All right. So if I go a little bit downside, you can see this is the again devices. Again we have the different LED that's going to be connected, and this is again one of the back side of this particular device. This is a rack, and where we can see the all 3D view. So this is the actual rack view, and these kind of the racks you are going to find in the real networking scenario. If you want to just understand how this connectivity is going to happen, how the router is going to be configured, how the switches are going to be configured, so you can learn about that, like how the firewall, see, some firewall are connected, some switches are connected, some router are connected, some other devices are also connected. So if you really want to learn how this technology is going to work, how this technology is going to be configured, how the rack is going to be installed, so basically you have to start your journey with the CCNA. So in 2025 you can just start how you can just build this kind of networking devices, and based on that we can just deploy the different devices in the rack environment. And trust me guys, in data center you are going to find similar kind of a setup everywhere. Means every data center have the multiple racks, and those racks are going to like contain the networking device like Cisco routers, switches, firewall, Juniper routers, switches and firewall, SD-WAN devices. Also they contain some kind of storage devices, some kind of the server hosting devices. So it's very important. Being an engineer, you should know about it, and you should know about it how it is going to be configured. So this is just a small demonstration. I hope you understand how the rack is going to look like and how this 3D view is going to look like. So you can clearly view what is my front panel, what is my back panel, and of how this my back panel is going to look like, and how this all devices are going to be connected in the back panel, how the power source is going to be connected, and then finally what is a rack unit. So rack unit is basically just your rack unit, how much width your device is going to take, that is your rack unit. So you can just think about this is your one rack unit, again I'm just repeating, and if it is going to take this much space, then it is going to become 2 RU. So basically you understand how the rack unit is going to be defined. For that you have to read the data set of the devices, every data set. Let's suppose you are talking about the Cisco 2900 routers, right? So you just have to go with 2900 router data set, 4000 router series, like 9 case you want to learn about the switches, catalyst switches. So you have to go on that data set, and based on that data set you are going to understand how much rack unit they are going to get, that. Okay, so I hope this video is informative for you all, right? And this is all I just wanted to demonstrate. Okay, thank you so much for watching.